If you remember the first video I made on this whole CHINWO and Eezee subject, I said I wish I don't make 10 videos about this, that it's just one video. But after the first one, something else came out. I had to react to the second one, the third one. And recently we have had some passerbys come around on the platform. And sometimes you see them in the comments. Poem mispeaks.
Come on, don't insult my Costa Rican personality.
And the video I'm going to be playing with for you today, you haven't seen it before. So against my normal personality, I'm going to let the video play from the beginning to the end. I'll resist the urge of dropping any comment at all while the video is playing. Okay? So that you can listen, and then after listening, you can go for those who want to go. But for those who want to listen to my analysis, then I'll sit down and then break down points of the video. Then you can now compare this conversation with how I normally do, which of them is better. I still prefer my style, but because this video is not a viral video that you have seen before, I'll have to not interject at any point. So if you think I am here siding for Mr. CHINWO, I'll advise you to look for videos that I have bashed and called her out. Look for those videos. I'll pin the first one in the comments for you. Go and sit down, relax and watch it. You will enjoy it. But for those who are here for the ongoing conversation about this, as people are speaking from different quarters, remember our rule here: facts over sentiment. So before I get to play the video now, take a close look at this picture, because this picture would give us a great understanding of the beginning. I always say the beginning of this whole situation, okay? If you look at this picture, there are some people you see significantly. First person from the left is Mr. CHINWO, someone significant. Third person after her is K.O. Baba. He's the person I'm looking at today in this video. K.O. Baba himself. Well done, sir. How are you doing? I know you are watching my conversations. You are welcome, okay? Next person, of course, I will see significant there, Frank Edwards. We talked about Frank Edwards' relationship with Eezee. Yeah, when Eezee was managed. Some of you just came. What VDM was saying, okay, sorry I'm mentioning his name, but this video is not about him. These are things that if you have been here before, you know that they are not new. They are not any new information. He just gave more attention to the conversation. But those of you who have been here with him before, now past tense. So if you are just watching this video for the first time, or you just met me, you have to catch up, okay? Because when you talk in the comment anyhow, mpiasu, mpiasu, agree with that? Then of course we could see, oh, late Samuel Poso, may God bless you. So I could see here, Preyi. Yeah, Preyi is someone very significant. Look at the picture very well. And then we could see right here, of course, who else? Yeah, Mama Dakubo, Hilda Dakubo. She's very significant, of course, in this whole conversation. We talked about her before. Who else do we see there? Dr. Roy, just down there, okay? Or let me just, before Dr. Roy as well, we see Toby down there. Eezee is the one at the center. He's the president of Eezee Concept. Toby, first person from the left, he's the one that is president, or what I say, CEO, Nigeria chapter or something. Then you could see Dr. Roy is the third person you see in the picture, Dr. Roy. Okay, this was Gospel Group flyer as at 2017. As at when? 2017. I don't know if it's making sense. As at when? 2017. When was the contract signed? 2017. I don't, say, people don't get mine and watch my video yesterday. The one I took time to really analyze what VDM was saying. That the contract was, it was not signed on paper. It was signed in the air. How can you not sign contract? Anyway, I showed you people the fact. You saw the process and everything. So one person that was there during the signing of the contract in 2017. So it doesn't look as if I am signing Mr. CHINWO or they are paying me or this and this, okay? The person is K.O. Baba himself. He went on radio station before VDM ever came out, before this whole thing. Say now, I'm going back. Before VDM ever came out to blow this thing up, and then some of you get to know me because quote and unquote here are rattles. Hallelujah, okay? I'm a big fan of VDM. I don't have any issue with him. We face facts here. I don't care whether you are what. The facts don't have any emotions. Okay? So note that. So that's why I have to play his video, so that you will not see that, you will not say that, oh George, you are biased, you are this. I'll play the video of the person that was there, Ganga, when she signed the contract in 2017. We are going to listen to him. He is very close with Eezee. He is very friends with him. I'll be eating my granite here, okay? So I'm just giving you background. So note that. Let's play the video. Yeah. So he was at this particular video. If you go on Facebook, go on his page, you'll find the full video. But I'm going to play the point that interest this conversation we are having about Mercy Chinwo. Be objective.
Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt. It is the comedy house of assembly, and as you know, we've got the assembly members are all here in the studio. All here though, Keobaba, Ras OAU, and Moody Aga. So we told you before that break that we're going to the entertainment industry, focusing especially on the will I say now, the gospel music industry. And for the last few weeks there have been issues in a particular record label, Eezee Concept. The owners of Eezee Concepts is of course Mr. Ezekiel, and in that record label we have artists like GUC, Judy K. Mercy Chinwo also used to be signed to that record label. In fact, that record label was the label that launched gospel singer, multiple award-winning, musician Mercy Chinwo into the global stage, causing her to become the beloved as far as gospel music is concerned. But at the moment, things seem to have taken a completely different turn, and there have been suits and countersuits, EFCC invitations, court appearances, and what have you. And the internet also, supporters and fans are mediating. Some
Are you happy that I'm playing without interjecting? I don't even interject. Oh.
are taking positions, some are giving their views altogether. Today we have in our assembly one of the advocates and a very close friend, a man who played a very integral role in the signing of Mercy Chinwo to Eezee Concepts. The man that you know already, Keo Baba. Keo.
The father of the bride.
Yes, when Keo and I became friends, well, not like we're friends.
Let me tell you, you have a place of Mercy Chinwo's life.
Well, you could say that. I was a side chick. I was a sidekick at the time. Mercy was the main focus of his hate.
You admiring them from afar.
Hate and vile, and somehow I don't even know how I got into that mix, but somehow
when I help her final, this one I say one thing go say I no help her final.
Yes, no, not true now.
That's so.
Wow, Keo. But anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, Keo, let's ask you, my what?
Me will be your guest now.
How are you, my guest? But let me ask you, Keo Baba. All sentiments aside, and I know you're going to struggle to be as objective as possible.
No, I will not struggle to be objective.
Calm down.
I will not.
This is you also showing us that you are struggling to
I
stay
will not.
objective.
Let her finish her question.
What you call objective? See, this man here know me. I'm going to tell you, say, when I talk, when I talk to people, I say, but Eezee Concept will not say they're not owing.
We never even asked you the problem.
No, because are you one of the?
Can I ask you the question? I wanted to ask you.
No, I don't want somebody to.
No, make me ask a question.
I want nobody to. For this matter, nobody should start a conversation with.
I have not even started the conversation.
Man, I just tell you the way I carry on this radio.
This is the problem.
As
anybody who has listened to this program long enough will know that Keo Baba struggles with objectivism.
Say this one.
You drop it.
But let me ask you this question. Let's go to the genesis of this entire thing.
Don't go to the genesis.
No. How did this entire thing start? Especially the problem, this riff. Where would you say was the genesis of the problem, so that we can get a clearer picture?
The riff stuff.
Okay. First thing first. Eezee Concept. The genesis of all the problems in Eezee Concept doesn't have anything to do with contract. The problem was not about contract. The problem was not.
But do you have an idea what the contract looked like?
I have an idea. Yes.
Yes. So give us an overview.
Listen, it was not about it's a case of personal differences. Like I like, let me say, there's a time
He'll speak pigeon, just speak pigeon.
Got married, and Eezee Concept has a policy that staff no go date yourself. You understand? Don't date yourself. And our PA, our assistant, the person working was dating a particular person, still in the but they no tell her. No, she know there. So by the time when they tell her, the relationship don't go far, and they want marriage. You can't
do much to love.
In the case of there's a policy to not. People here cannot date. You are living and they do this thing. Is director aware? Yes. So why was I not told? And in that case too, I felt Eezee. I know when I had the conversation with Eezee, why I was missing not told. Highest team, because the people know one million tell her because she will kick against the eye. And she too, as human, she has the right to feel very angry, because even me, I will feel the same way. The person they live with me, when they do like this, are supposed to.
And there's a company policy that prohibits that.
But these people say our own relationship was not boyfriend and girlfriend, it was
straight to marriage.
We from boyfriend and girlfriend leads to marriage.
But we knew we wanted to get married.
Everything, the relationship they cracked from their personal. All of these things to hear about contract now was like this was never.
Okay.
Yes, because when we went for the unveiling, I know that it was a 50-50 contract. I also know that definitely, aside being a 50-50 contract, that Eezee concept was supposed to, which they actually did, every 100% of whether promotion, production, artist welfare,
and the management, the handler,
everything. In fact, that 5 years, now they go pay rent. Then get to provide car for your mobility.
All these are from that, they are 50%.
Yes, it's part of the contract. All these things are
so for those who don't understand, say for instance, they generate 50 million naira. Let's just say, okay, let's use 5 million naira. And then the artist takes 2.5 million. The record takes 2.5 million. The artist owns 2.5 million, she will keep them.
The artist owns 2.5 million. So the artist, then you pay your instrumentalists.
Okay.
The label from their own 2.5 million, then go carry, do your promotion, do your production.
To ensure that you keep getting more gigs.
And then take note too, this contract is 50% on gross, 50-50 on gross.
Right.
So when it means on gross, we say gross and next now. If we were going for a program and we spend some money before we share the 5 million naira for the team,
we'll first remove
some, but then wait till they share 50-50. But this contract was not like 50% on gross.
Wow.
Yeah. So any problem will happen prior to this time, nobody can come. That's why some things are pissing me off. Nobody can come and say it was contract related. So now from personal issues, I also
personal issues that were not addressed.
Yes, that were not addressed.
Now started affecting their professional relationship.
One of the days too, another thing I know where she mentioned a case of where they had a conference, and because she didn't go, they used her preach as bad example, and it was a case of calm down. And
I mess it.
Yes, I know this particular one. I know as Eezee. The one for that relationship also now as Eezee. Okay, this one happened before the marriage owned thing, and I can fault Eezee on how manage that precious and entity marriage things. Say they would have told her, I said like calm down, make them marry. All this.
What's up with the loss of this thing? All this precious and
before this marriage.
So let's now go. So let's now go straight to when things now became worse to the point where we now the hear of the matter.
See, but as speaker, I will stand there and say it everywhere. Eezee is fighting the biggest, nobody has fought the highest cartel of gospelers, if that word there exists, of gospel people. Because when this whole relationship they crack, there are people who aided this thing. Because every artist have a contract. Part of them of the contract, you cannot feature anybody. I've had people.
So was there a contract? Was there a part in the contract that stated that she could not feature or she could not be featured in someone else's song?
Without the knowledge of the label.
Without the knowledge of the label.
You cannot be featured, or you cannot feature anybody without it. It's part of it.
Yes, which is standard practice. Imagine I'm bringing someone on the show and the station is not aware.
Let me start. Let me say something where I was taking this. This whole Eezee didn't dare to sign friend Messi. So one day Messi and then Messi say, this is the pain in my body. They vibrate sometimes when I think say I see Eezee, I don't talk to Eezee. What if we work together? You understand? I see for good or inside the job. And now Frank no day said only praying they work with. We had that conversation.
That's Frank Edwards.
Then I think she spoke to him of now collect phone, on heal on say how my friend they tell me say Eezee just like they know how nothing like that yet. They just they talk around. See. Madam Speaker, from the point we dropped that phone call, from that point, Chief know me as a day when I want something. I know I like the rest. Whether it was for 1 month after or 2 months after, I dey call Eezee, I dey chat Eezee.
They follow up.
If Eezee day somewhere around, I will meet Eezee. Our discussion is after the sign Messi.
Because you're kind of person. If you want something, you go for
many songs which you get. Messi on our own, don't write which 100 songs now. Because we were promoting Igwe then, and the struggles before then. All these foreign people they talk, the struggles before then. They won't tell you that there was a point where
And that Igwe song was a beautiful song.
It was a beautiful song because when the song never come out, after they produced the song, when Messi Semi, so this song would do well. When the song came out, we've forgotten somebody like Jojo Falani now because Jojo Falani had the blog then, PLCT promo. I give Jojo the song, I give Believe all the song.
Oh, you try to promote him on your own.
Jojo not even just post the song for inside.
Jojo last 15,000.
Jojo go the broadcast. Like say tomorrow no day. Yes. Nobody will remember, but Jojo anyway just still thank him. Jojo Palani go the put the song. I took the songs, went to radio stations, dropped the song. She said she was working on the video. She sent the video, good video. I took the video to Alabi. When we just go comedy as assembly, I dropped the video with Alabi. Let's check if this is enough to make
our Alabi.
Yes, Alabi. Then Messi came into town, both of us went to Wazobia, and I'm begging those say they close to Gogo Iyala for Arrest TV. So in those one carrier Congo Arrest TV, then drop the song. At that level, gigs were not coming in as much. If now that level of tempo way they use, they even try to build the career because luckily we went viral.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it went viral. And the song went viral. But if it's at that level, we'll get to this level. Yes. And Beg Eezee, Beg Eezee.
So then she gets signed. Let's not drag. She gets signed.
Then one day, let's play something so you see how that thing.
Then
one day,
time no day.
Eezee made me understand that feel that Okubo is also somebody that can
respect.
And in my mind, I say, fine. The whole River State knows say, I mean, be that Okubo. Point one, the go-to guy. I called you down phone. He that he know they also come Port Harcourt. He that came to Port Harcourt, met her.
Madam Hilda Dokubo.
Yes, Hilda Dokubo. Put my for so thing. Friend my this and that. These are efforts. And these efforts that I know aim for, but my annoyance is the issues that they have were not contract related. So when you sit down,
so now people want to know right now what are the issues?
Okay, see the issues. Brought to when after 3 years. At least third year of the contract, they enter the 4th year. And then they get cracked, and they try to amend that. I had complaints from the label that she was not speaking with other label. When I tried to talk to her in one of the days, I also say, this person do, this person do. Leave her my own side, and normal leave her. At times where I had conversation with Eezee and he was trying to raise one or two concerns. When I even talk to Messi, I need like saying, Eezee make me this thing. I would like to advise. Sometimes she will listen, and I still maintain that even this third album within the fight, do you know that this third album, some songs has been recorded, then pause halfway when this whole thing did. And
so she's meant to release a third album before leaving the record label.
Was a 5 years contract.
Okay.
And in that 5 years, 3 albums.
Okay.
In that 5 years, 2 don't go. So the third one was supposed to happen towards the end of the contract, 5th year.
Okay.
Like you release an album first year, so the 5th year. And then this crack thing on the album for the relationship. So if you point out what's the issue when this whole thing happened before this person really know how relationship did you get into the picture. I just feel that a lot of things would have been resolved and made.
Okay, well, yes, there's a part of this conversation that you're not hitting the nail on the head. The issue now, what is the issue now? They say that they owe each other.
What I explain now, that's what I'm explaining.
You did digress too much.
That is what I'm explaining. That is what I'm explaining now.
Before
this person come now,
exactly.
Yeah, before this particular person, before this particular, if I don't explain like people go touch and the cut something.
Talk the talk first.
But they put all this fire.
Talk the talk first.
Debate and orchestrate all these things the way they happen now. Was this?
Before we come now.
One day I sent I had booking after making an arrangement. I can't send me account now Messi. Not be the label account. Normally my label account and I asked. And they now made reference to the complaint say Messi the complaint say they carry a gig they give to the king. And so they will pay into the account. So if they say they will pay into the account, she go to remit to the label. Not too long, the label complaint says she need a remit.
Okay.
Again. The label says
so hold on. So they agree that for the sake of transparency for you,
yes.
Let the monies come to your account.
No, they didn't even say let the money. They just say contact do your booking.
Yes, do your
booking. When they call, nobody would divert.
Collect the money, then give us our 50%.
Yes, give us our percent. But
does the label also get to do bookings for her?
That's the normal standard.
Okay.
Because Eezee, that's what I also
because sometimes some people don't know that they are supposed to call Mercy direct. They could still call Eezee. Do they still do that?
So you know the answer that because after they don't give Mercy the phone, so okay, these are the phone where they take the
they see they do for some bookings for
so they actually do their own join their own Mercy.
So when that happens, so they give her the 50%.
Yes.
Okay.
So the issues here is that the person say my money need to complete. You need to do on that declaration. You understand? They divert my event.
Personally.
I
think we're spending too
and
much
then when you see they divert my event, they do this thing. I saw the level now would say you need to come for us to do an account.
Wait, how much time are we supposed to spend on this particular matter? Because our listeners are already benefit. They are sending me chance. What if you this one? What if you on this one?
The level 7 later say I will stop paying your royalties until we sit on the table and do an accounting.
Okay.
You understand? And they cut the royalties.
So I'll speak from a general perspective, because this thing now you talk as an insider. Of course. My point, if I say I don't know Mercy. Of course, Mercy is my friend. This is my friend. I mean MC Eezee wedding so many years ago. And of course, Mercy performed for my first. We not get money. You not pay me, yes. Nah, my friend. And Mercy performed for first service too. So let me look from general perspective. Why be say Rasta, you did into music? Why be say musicians generally where they never blow, where they never get that platform? You see that they struggle. And they can't see one label we won't sign them, or not even they willing to sign them. They go to any length, they beg. Like saying that these people, without them, they are dead. They go beg, please sign me. But when they don't come sign them, that fame don't they come. Why do they always have issues? Why? Let me give you the best way to give it this. When somebody they find work, I beg to apply.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I need this job. Please, sir, get me
but
this
2
job.
years into that job.
2 years, and you come there and say, I beg, this company, they cheat me. They use me. God bless you. And the word that they talk. They use me.
And I deserve more.
Yeah, this design what I do. See how much I work with some publications.
It's normal. Human beings after a while you require and you hunger for more.
Because if you go abroad, most times somebody they talk. So why this thing not able to happen abroad? Mainly Nigeria.
Yes.
No. Abroad, everybody is there the public. Social media day now.
There is a particular lie within the lie. They say Eezee no one made it on data. The level doesn't do audit. Eezee and guys. When some pastors got involved and wanted to resolve this, they will say one audit your book, nobody did cheat. Then the Eezee go to say it has to be a two-way thing. We want you because this artist goes shows where they say no limit. Some of them will get the date. They say this particular artist, of course, did collaborations where we know audit this person will know our money where they will find audit me. This is they talk say
let us all come for audit.
Yeah, all of us come for audit.
My point is if a label don't help me give me that platform so I don't grow reach that extent because I know where they come from. I know say I don't get anything. If they don't help me reach that level, say I don't grow. I won't come out. You get what somebody talk. Say sometimes just look away. No, come out eye.
So if the label starts to do something fraudulent because they don't help you before.
Come on, never help you before they see they help you, and now you get the talent.
Now even they feed me, they help me.
No, when you say something,
I don't grow, I don't read.
Like waiting,
not really something when you get
fraudulent.
Fraudulent like waiting.
When you stand like fraudulent, like say now.
When you say come out eye is usually used to refer to instead of it to question certain things that are not clear.
See, Madam Speaker, let me say something.
Yes,
and anybody can quote me anywhere.
You get the talent. Whatever you feel say sorry, the label don't chop from you. In less than few months with your talent.
So let's talk about the royalty. Does the royalty stop moving or stop accruing because you have left?
No.
Because you have talent.
No.
It will still keep growing. What do you need for?
I get agreement on how people
say when people say this,
are they fighting over royalty?
Yes.
Then they sound
Keo has not talked about it.
I mentioned this. Say levels will stop your royalty now.
I
mentioned that talk
personally.
No, yeah, for this show. When you go watch the live video, I mentioned that. For this, I mentioned a few minutes ago.
This is the part of the conversation
because I have the guy from you.
I mentioned when the label said we need you to come sit down, counting both sides, and the artists no come. They stop royalty fighting for. So when they come and begin the fight to release royalty, and you want to push Eezee one side.
So the royalty only stop when Mercy refuse to come for
their accountability. They don't want to say all this, and it's not right. If you sit down, the pastor still will try to involve to settle the. became one-sided.
So,
you want to audit Eezee. Say,
so let's do a financial comparison. The amount of the money where they come for bookings compared to the amount of money where they for the royalty. So it's like say, hold on. So it's like say, I they suspect say you owe me 10 million naira, right?
It's not that they suspect. I know
hold on now. They try to create an analogy.
No, the analogy.
No, you never even listen. You have a problem with listening because you're biased. If for instance, me and you get business where somehow my money for your hand supposed to be like 10 million naira, and they suspect say at least 10 million. However, the business with me and you they do too, I'm sitting on like 150 million of your money. I will come say until I know the whereabouts of that my 10 million naira. This your 150 million naira. I go for presser. They wait for you.
Mansika, let me tell you one thing.
Is that a good?
Yes. Let me tell you something.
Is that a good?
See,
no,
put emotion.
You can't
Listen, let me tell you something.
See,
let me tell you something.
I
People are doing either religion or sentiment.
It's
You don't
not
know
religion.
that.
I never call God here.
There's one thing. There's one thing Eezee will tell you. When Eezee start label, Eezee tell you outrightly that he was doing ministry and industry. He has not shied away. Most pastors fighting him, most artists, pastors are fighting because when they call for an artist, he will tell you this is what you pay and stand by him. The artists are complaining.
Been a proper businessman.
Yes, the artists are complaining because when you want to do future,
no.
You know what future? That's allow us talk now. That day you bring it, they talk.
I don't go over talk for 1 hour.
Oh, yeah. No, people do talk first.
For what?
So they get their own concern. But you cannot come and say, you don't know how much they will say your money will be past my home, I leave my own money. We check your money can be bigger. And then you have a chance to claim your royalties as much as it is. They took the guy to EFCC instead of going to law court.
The major problem is that we don't come from a system, generally speaking, of holding people accountable for their actions.
Yes.
It's a general problem. And I think that it also starts from the church. The church is one place where we like to sweep things under the carpet.
I think they are going too dirty.
We need to develop a culture where people understand contracts.
Okay, Madam Speaker, they
personally shouldn't have even come up. Like Messi going on social media to the talk say you don't like Nathan Bass, you don't like Pastor Teresa. That's his
okay. Let me ask
business.
So when they started fighting and wanting this meeting to happen, they go carry Roy, sponsor Roy. My guy told me that when Roy said don't call and make income, so they would do mentor for Honest Bond. He discouraged Roy. You understand? Went to Honest Bond. How did Roy?
There's so many comments.
How did Roy leave Eezee Concept? Roy was his staff. He was employed as a staff in the PM. He has an employment. Yes, producer. He has an employment letter. When Roy get an employment letter, and after some issues, Roy resigned. After 9 times, me see Roy no deal with Eezee again. I carried my phone and called Eezee. Eezee, I will support somebody that I can question, and he will answer me. Eezee will tell you, I'm not afraid to ask the question, and he will give me answer. I go and say, what happened? Why Roy come out? He say, no, sir, Roy resign. And say, make Roy go. Say, no, go fit or a person where they always argue with an artist, we know they in good time with artists, which is messy, and give other reasons about the guy. This thing that Roy is saying, publishing, everybody talking about, hey, I don't get royalty for this one, I'm producer. How many of the gospel artists they give? Is it peculiar to Eezee Concept? No.
But some people say
Roy now go. This is what you judge when I drop it, you judge. Roy don't come out. You get bad relations with people. Roy on his own. There are people in Eezee Concept that has publishing rights. You should get instrumental and say because they play well and they produce, they get 2%, 1%, 3%. When they release royalties, then they send to them. Roy on his own, carrying this thing, turn from back, and then apply to claim 50%. 50%. Not considering the label, not considering the artist. If he takes 50%, waiting the label will take, waiting the artist will take. And the label knock them off. If that kind of person, they will give me right because as an employee, you never have a right.
Well, it's a completely different situation.
So
now the producers,
if you want to, if you feel,
gentlemen, let's take some reactions.
If you feel, okay, give me 1 minute, let me wrap up it. If you feel that you are fighting somebody and we are all gospel, we are all Christians, and you call all the enemy, you will call Roy to come talk, you will call this one to come talk. They bring Great Daniel in 2022. Great Daniel say, "My vice president slap him." Out of yesterday, they brought a video, made the boy not say, "Now Eezee slapper." Me and somebody did yesterday called Great Daniel for phone. Person said, "Did Eezee slap?" He said, "No, Eezee didn't slap me. I didn't say so." I said, "But why is it out on social media?" The boy father, the boy senior brother. Why are you doing snake campaign? Why are you doing?
Okay. So the thing is, one thing I will establish to us here and to everybody else who's listeing is that this conversation is one-sided. It is heavily lopsided because the only person who's speaking here now is Eezee's advocate. Is like the spokesperson or unofficial spokesperson of the record label. So
any day you get anybody from the other side, bring and come.
Yes, I will, but you will not be here when that conversation will be going on because then they know the way they talk.
So
they will have their own time to
I
speak.
came here because I'm in comedy as a member of the comedy association.
You took advantage of the situation.
Yes.
We'll move on now.
So
to
call
reaction.
the person. See, if you want to call anybody, you call me, say, okay, the last time you were talking, you were alone. The easiest one you can call is
then
Roy.
I will call another person. You go there for your house. You go there for house. They listen to the person. That's what will happen. Let's open the phone lines right now to take reactions to all of the stories we've spoken about today, not just the CHINWO Eezee concept situation. The phone lines are 08117.
Okay. Ha! Now, for those who like to listen before I talk, you are finished listening. You can do your analysis in the comments. My people, come closer. Let's look at some things that the man himself said. While he was talking, all the points I would have done interjections. I took my time to write what I could have said, or the point that was a pointer. So let me start from the ending part of some things he said till we now go to the beginning. Okay, so one of the last things he said was about the person of Dr. Roy. Okay, now we looked at the person of Dr. Roy when we were looking at the Honest Bunch podcast,
whether you like him or not, for business.
Okay, so this is a person. Now talking about Dr. Roy, he said that Dr. Roy was sponsored to go on the Honest Bunch podcast to go and say what he said about Eezee. Is that a statement of fact or his opinion? I cannot prove that, but that is what he said. But he said something that Roy had an issue with the artist, that the reason why he was sacked was because Roy was having issues with his artist. That was why he sacked him. That's different from what Roy himself said. We did an extensive analysis on this. You see, the video of mine that is trending on Instablog and Linda Ikeji. This video, look at the thumbnail. Very good. It is on this channel, 2 hours. If you get mine, sit down and watch a 2-hour video. I took time as well to explain every detail. Note, I have not spoken to this man, Eezee, Mercy Chinwo, even before this whole analysis that K.O. Baba was giving of what he was saying over here about Roy, that Roy had gone behind to put his name to take 50%. If you are my audience, were you not here when I showed you everything on the back end with the publishing without speaking to any of them? The facts are there. This is 1 week ago. The video is trending now and some human beings are saying that I'm being paid by Mercy Chinwo. See, I have been doing this for years. It's not pride. My people know me. Those of you that just came from the wind, jump the fence and enter, you are welcome. Check my track record. I did all this without speaking to any of them. I showed you how to do it, how to find it yourself. Those who are into the music ministry or those who are music enthusiasts, they learned a lot. Read the comments there. So I don't come here and come and scream, hey, this is not be by church or show workings. When I did what I did, I showed workings. I've always been like this for years. This is without speaking to any of them, but looking at the conversations and say, okay, this person said this on this podcast. Let me go and verify. So in the same video, I exposed Dr. Roy of what he did behind the scenes. All of you saw it. If you are watching at this point, just type, now wow, some people too do. I exposed Roy, exposed Eezee, even talked about Frank Edwards, Don Jazzy and Rema. Lot of different people to really point to the fact that what Eezee was doing was unethical because he was putting his name as part of the writers of a song. Even when he's taking 50% from publishing, he's also sharing in also the artist's publishing rights. Does that make sense? So I don't want to repeat that here. I took time to do that particular video. That's just number one. So you see, what he's saying now, we have gone past that. I don't want anyone to drag me back on this whole thing. Okay, let's go on as well here. So he talks about the fact that some people in the label are getting their, see how this thing, my granite is blocking the view. That some people in the label, of course, get their publishing right. I showed you that even though some people are listed there in the system for having the ability to get their publishing rights, not all of them have the IPI number. So if you know your name was part of those particular publishing information I shared that is publicly available, please, okay, make sure you are registered with IPI. Make sure you are registered with either ASCAP or BMI so that you can also get your publishing right. Whether it is 0%, 2%, you earned it. At least he tried to put your name there. Okay? And Labisi, I'm going to check again if you have had your IPI number. It's not your name being there for fancy. But you also need to have your royalties as well. Publishing royalties coming to you. I took time to explain publishing royalties and also the master's royalties. The first videos I got to make about, the very first video I made, I took time to explain the music business. I was even bashing CHINWO. Some of you were here. You called me names. But anyway, why am I replying people that they are thinking with their leg? Okay, the next thing, of course, he said here that, so moving forward, he was called to be an insider as well, that he was said to be an insider. So you know that this person is an insider. But just to explain to you how much of an insider he is, the picture you see right now on your screen, he was there when CHINWO was signed into the label. Notice that from the beginning of what he said he's introduced as a man who played an integral role in the signing of CHINWO. Our brother and friend, activist, investigator, he came out here and was saying that she did not sign, that she signed and it was not written on paper. It is when they went to Lagos that it was now written on paper. Think about that English, please. Anyone that went to school, just think about it. And I saw some people, bunch of, I don't know where they came from, ranting in the comment as if they cannot just listen to understand. You don't listen to reply, you listen to understand. So I couldn't understand you. So this person was part of the, and let me show you the picture. So look at him here. He's the one wearing the blue t-shirt. In fact, he was sitting. Note, she signed the contract on her birthday, 5th of September 2017. I have to make this very clear. The question right now is, if Eezee is claiming that the contract that is 2019 and they changed the date to 2017, which they actually are presenting as a contract that she signed, of which VDM was showing as the contract that she signed, since apparently he was there, he did his investigation. Wonderful, from Eezee. He should go and investigate. If he wants to do investigation very well on the side that he's on, okay, at least he speak the side he's on, let him go and investigate the law firm that wrote that particular contract to show that he's very objective. You should go and investigate the law firm and ask the law firm, were you there when CHINWO signed this as well? Because you are the law firm representing this particular company. Because I would like to get the answers on that, okay? But I know that is already dead on arrival. The fact is that this particular man was there during the signing of the contract. And like you heard him say, he said he was there at the unveiling of the contract. I'm showing you the pictures here so you could see. The person that is standing there with CHINWO is Toby, and Toby is a CEO. These people, the thing is that I doubt that even the people that are even at the helms of affair in this record label, in my opinion, my dear friends, I see too many lies. I can't really uphold their Christian virtue. I'm discussing about this as just pure business, not like people that are Christians and they are using their church mind to really operate. If I'm looking at CHINWO, I would say, oh, church mind as a Christian, let's go. But if I'm looking at the greed that is also coming from the record label, they lie at least about the contract. Now, the new narrative is that nothing was signed in 2017. At least you are seeing the echo of that coming from VDM's side. And you could see his followers here, of which I am also a follower, ranting in the comment and saying he's bringing facts, he's bringing evidence. Whatever he's showing you is something that we have discussed long ago. Nothing is new. The only new thing that he has come and talk about in this whole thing here, video he posted where he said his video was taken down, and him reading the law, what the lawyers themselves wrote in order to not allow the EFCC to get Eezee or something. Who cares about that? I don't even care about that, because in the end it's just your litigation or something. I say something. The only reason I played VDM's video is because that is him releasing facts. If he just posted, let's say, the receipt of payment or this, I will not even care. Why? Because we have already looked at that. That has been a previous discussion, that payment was made 200. So you come and show us receipt that this payment was made. The thing is that many people got to be aware of this trend because of VDM's attention and control. Many people never knew that this was something going on and on and on and on. So I was not surprised when I saw. So I was like looking, what was the new thing? So the only new thing that was coming from his own side of the conversation was when he started making assertions like about the contract, there not being any contract in 2017, but saying that they said, how can you sign contract in 2017? It's not on paper, and then it now became on paper in 2019. Just let it make sense. So what you do as well here, since you are investigating one side, okay, ask for the law firm that created that contract and then talk to them, because something happened and the EFCC, according to CHINWO's post from their legal aid on her page. Take your time and go and read it as well so you understand both sides. Remember, I did all what I did without speaking to any of them, but looking at what they were posting. So everybody got their own fair share of woto woto. Let's go on. He now went on to say right here, he said that he had an idea of what the contract looks like. And he's going in talking about that, he now talked about the 50% rates that it was. This is someone talking about what happened in 2017. K.O. Baba, were you there in 2019 as another witness, according to what? Because you posted the video by VDM and was saying that, oh, you posted that on your Facebook. You posted it yourself. Did you even listen to what VDM was saying to even counter him before you reposted? Uburu, brain, halas. Did you listen to what he was saying? Because you were there in 2017. You mentioned Preyi here. Preyi, I respect you a lot. You're a very calm guy. I see you to be a very someone I can respect a lot. It's good you're not even talking about this whole situation because you were there when they presented MM1 that car, and even from the post, of course, she wrote as well. It was like, what nonsense is going on? And don't think I'm angry because it's just so hilarious that you all can see this fact in front of your eye. Pictures don't lie, even if we were not there. Would you say that Mr. CHINWO posted this in 2017, planning that in 2025, Being Real George will be talking about this now? Shimbai, I don't know Mr. CHINWO. If she even enter my DM self, na me kuku go tell you, I beg, I don't want to talk to you. That's the kind of person I am. This is it right here. These were people that were witnesses. And to show that he was an integral part, like the woman introduced him as well. Look at him sitting down there. He was like there as if he's the hem of affairs. What is going on here? Okay, let me go on as well to read another one. He now talked about fighting cartel of gospelers, so that they were fighting cartel, that are people that are orchestrating this whole thing from behind the scenes, who are the gospelers fighting Eezee. Which he also went on to say that Eezee from onset said that he was doing industry and of course ministry. So what the issues that pastors have with him is that, you know, when they are looking for artists, he tells them that this is what they're going to charge or something. So I want to also tell you pastors, whoever or whichever pastors might be on Eezee's side in this whole thing, if ever anytime you have tried to invite Mr. CHINWO and then you were not able to get her or something, the person you should be really focusing on, I think, would be also Eezee, because he has that control as to probably where she goes and where she doesn't go, or probably how much you are charged. Okay, not as if she can get to make claims herself, at least prior to the point where she was given that independence. But talking about that independence as well, you could hear him, of course, clearly say here that she was given that permission. It's not as if she went on her own volition. She was given that permission. This is someone that is an insider. Did I control him? K.O. Baba, did I talk to you? Do I know you? Have you seen me before? Who you? Who born you? How do you form? How do you exist? Who you? I was not there controlling your mouth. Oh. He said clearly that she was given that permission. She was given the phone line. Now, according to Mr. CHINWO's post, which we saw earlier, she said that after Shoma Jesus' intervention, of course, she was given the phone lines to handle her booking. And now note, even though she was given the phone lines to handle her booking or something, the record label could still book in her name. So I was now thinking to myself, if you are going for shopping, let's say like I just came back from the market, that's why you saw me eating granite and eating my dragon fruit. In case someone is asking in the comment, what is that thing is eating that is purple? Okay, you know exactly what you want to buy. Who picks up a phone and say, hello Eezee, how are you doing? Beg, who is free? Is it JUC or this or Mr. CHINWO or this? Is that how you people do it? Pastors who go for shopping for artists to come to your occasion? Or do you intentionally go for an artist prayerfully, or maybe because of their song, because you want to have them? Because the whole conversation about Mr. CHINWO complaining that she was being sidelined, it is possible that maybe she can complain about that and then wants to have wants to be called directly or something. But if she is having the phone lines herself to handle her booking, which she was permitted to do so, and she had to be remitting, note that he also said that she was not remitting again. That means she was remitting to some extent, not as if she'd never remitted anything. That is what he said. I listened to him carefully. So she was allowed to handle her booking, and then according to him, I got to a point that she was not remitting again. But according to him as well, because he talks with Eezee, she was going someplace there were no declarations that she went here, but they know. So I think as well, probably at this point, for them to have that reconciliation or resolution, which I am all for peace in this whole situation, but we have to face the fact of what is coming up, because people's image are at stake. Now people are dragging me. They're dragging me. But you see how, just look at how this whole thing is announcing me in a way that I never even expected. Interesting. Thank God I've kept my principles here for all these years, the show. But you have to understand this as well, okay? if there were no declarations or something, that means the record label has events, because even Eezee was saying that everyone knows everyone, they have information. So since you have information, bring your allegations before her or whatever, and then let that reconciliation be done, okay? But if the whole issue, according to, because it took time before he talked about the real issues. Now, talking about royalties, note that Mrs. CHINWO herself said in her books, in her reports, that she had not received publishing 1 kobo for over the years. I stayed here and showed you the whole publishing thing, how it works. Some of you never knew about that in your life. What am I trying to make you understand right here? If she could not have received, she didn't receive publishing all through, and publishing was what was an issue between him and Dr. Roy, which I'm going to come to him as well, because even after I exposed Dr. Roy or something, all of this was happening behind the scenes without Mrs. CHINWO even knowing that there was maybe something like this called publishing. But as I can't open, wait till some of you got to know about these things firsthand because I talked about it. But she hadn't received publishing for this long, while Eezee is the publishing company himself, taking 50% and also taking from her as the writer. I don't know whether he's the one, whether he's putting his name there as the person that is the producer or the person. So Dr. Roy himself was a producer, but I don't want to stress on that as well, because again, according to what he was saying, according to what Keo Baba was saying, that he had an employment contract, which was what he had. He was just employed as a staff, not as if they had an agreement in the sense of that he can get publishing rights. But what he said about Dr. Roy having done that behind the scenes, maybe I exposed it here without even seeing him talk about it. I'm seeing this as well for the first time. Let's go on as well to some other things I observed. He talked about, say, Frank, no, they pay. Only pray he they work with. So I want to ask a question as well right here. What kind of relationship was Eezee having with Frank Edwards and Prey? Because for him to make that statement, it now forms the premise of the relationship of what he signed with the person of Mrs. CHINWO. That's why that contract of 2017 is very important. So at this point, nobody should be arguing in the comment that there was no 2017 contract, because someone here, of course, who is an insider, is attesting to that. Except he comes out tomorrow and changes his mouth. You know that everybody there, even this one, so I don't even know if I can rate him to be a Christian. If he comes out to say that there was no contract in 2017, which he just claimed here that it's something that happened. Does it make sense what I'm saying? If I bagisi, let's go on. Okay, talking about the third album, you heard him say here that even Mrs. CHINWO has written over 100 songs. That means that lady is quite hardworking. And in Mrs. CHINWO's post, which we have looked at before, but I have to refresh the minds of those who just flew in from the wind to this particular platform. I know they tell people like, subscribe, share. No be pride. I know they even do them, because tomorrow, if you can't happen, be say you they follow me, I can't give you what for comment. You know, go say you are doing me a favor by watching me. No be pride. I go just do what I want to come out. However, my video take find those where go watch them. I just know say anybody where they watch my video now because say you supposed to watch them. No be because say I push or I do this. Now God they make person, no be anybody. As I did so now, you get people who don't day here with me since I did 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, they still day. So as say I day like this now just say na me. So I no go tell you do those things. So if you say they do me favor, man, they calm down. Let's face the fact, because as I did so now, I no be your friend, I no be your enemy. I go just tell you true, look your face, tell you true. Because I think on talk this matter now, talk about the third album. In talk say even she don't not everybody. Yeah, I don't know everybody go understand Pigeon. He talked about the fact that she was already recording the third album. Now, according to her, Eezee wanted her to be around longer than her said contract. So she said that Eezee, what I'm saying now, go and verify on her page before you talk saying that me, they do this thing, they do PR for her. That was what she said. We looked at it, of course, here before. But for those of you who are still new, she said that there was now delay tactics so that she will not be able to release her third album before leaving. She said she had written all the songs already. So this person now confirms that indeed she had everything ready. All she was now asking is for studio sessions to make the song she has to make before leaving the record label. So she breaching her contract, that is being said she breached contract. What was the circumstances that led to that happening? Because of course, like you saw VDM, of course, starting his video, he said, yes, she was owed royalties, but why? Me, I would say, yes, she breached the contract, but why? This is not going to be a VDM or George issue. If VDM even decides to react to my content or respond to me, he's the one giving me attention. Do you know that? Okay? So many people will get to know me because of him. Who do you think has something to benefit? Because I ain't got nothing to lose. I've been this way upfront. He's the one that is talking to one party and not talking to the other party. I'm not talking to any of them. but I've been here speaking the truth as the information come out, and what I've been saying have always been aligning. Ganga, even them that are inside will be wondering, how does he know what he knows? How does he know what? Don't ask that question. We don't pay for this thing. 5 years plus, no be beans. Oh God, but it's just so funny. Hey, let me laugh with my people. It's so funny. Let me go on as well. Okay, it's good I did not interject. He now said as well here that he did bookings. He talked about doing bookings for her, and then when account was sent to him, it was Messy's account. Keo Baba, when you did booking for Messi CHINWO, probably you have to prove what bookings were you making for her. Who sent you her account number? Was it Messi CHINWO that sent you her account number? Since her account number was sent to you, was it the management that sent you her account number instead of sending you the record label's number or management number or something? That is quite important to note, okay? Because if you say this right now, of course, Messi CHINWO will not come and respond to you if you say that it was Messi CHINWO that sent you her account number. But for you to have a booking for her, and that was how you got to know about the whole situation about her having her own phone lines, that itself was a little bit confusing for me. But of course, you have to take the fact that she was given that free hand to handle her bookings, and she was remitting up to a particular point as well. Because had it been she was remitting all the way, why would she now say that there was some money left, 3,500, that she had to also remit? So indeed, she was not remitting to a particular point, but she was remitting up to a particular point. Now, talking about the concept of collaboration, I talked about this before. When she did collaboration with Nathaniel Bassey, it was after she was out of a record label. Collaboration with Choma Jesus, I also saw. There was one that was when she was in the record label. There is one that is after the record label. And maybe collaboration with Moses Bliss and all of that. So I want to also understand as well, when you talk about collaborations that she had done, because you are the one talking about it as well here, Keo Baba, what collaborations would you be talking about right here that she did outside the permission of the record label? Because if she's outside the timeline of her contract, understanding the circumstances that led to her not being able to finish up her album requirement, then what did she do that is wrong with that? Talking about collaborations. So that's one thing I want to really understand from you as well, because I know you'll be watching. I know you people are following this case too well. Me, I'm not everywhere. I'm not on Instagram doing the whole banter, or I'm not anyone that cuts my video and posts anywhere. That one is their own. Just make sure anywhere you see my video, tell them to go to source, because here I can take my time and peel the story like an onion. Next as well here, he mentioned this particular fact where he said 4th year of the contract. He talked about it, that he said that the issue started on the 4th year of the contract. Issue started on the 4th year of the contract. If there was no written contract, which he already established was 50-50 on gross, which I said that 50-50% contract deal was too good. That's why I give Eezee a thumbs up for that, because for you to have a record deal with someone for 50-50, that is too good. I said it here 100 times. Those who are, their brain is not working, that are saying that I am paid by Messi CHINWO or something, you will not hear this one and amplify it. And I've been saying this from day one, that the contract of 50-50 was too good. Okay, but based on that as well here, he's doubling down on the fact that there was indeed a contract. But the question right now is that this contract, if he talks about the person of Frank Edwards and saying that they also not only Prey then get, was he a record label boss to Frank Edwards? Was he a record label boss to Prey? Whatever he was to Frank Edwards, whatever he was to Prey would be what he is or what he became to Messi CHINWO. But again, Oga, would you produce the contract of 2017? I guess not. So the narrative right now is that there was no contract in 2017. It was now in 2029 that they backdated it to 2017. This is someone that was there. That is it me? Is it me? Is it me that do this? Is it me that is speaking now? What else again did I observe? Okay. By the way, the whole dating issue and all, the way he started was just rabble-rousing around the whole thing. What does a member, someone that is working for Messi CHINWO's team, dating or another, what does that have to do with the conversation? But of course, the host, of course, was clear that he's not someone objective. But even with what he has said, at least, Shebi, I'm analyzing what he said. Is it not consistent with what you have been looking at right now? So what is the summation of this particular video that I'm making on this subject now, reacting to someone, at least an insider that was there? One thing you have to know is that there was a contract in 2017. Whatever anybody is saying that there was no contract in 2017, I took the pains to scroll down on Messi CHINWO's post down to 2017, her birthday, the post that she posted that day. I showed you people right here, even what she wrote that she was signing to a rebel. Pictures were taken. The document itself had the logo of Eezee Concept on it, what she signed and was held as the contract. If I could take the pains to do that, do you think that if Eezee is giving VDM information, that he would tell him to go and do that? Would he have a time to stay and be scrolling? Even though I'm nothing, but you should have respect for what I do here. Before you start in the comment and I piasso you. Oh God, see, my book done the fool. This is why I don't like to do this. I like to interject, because if I interject, I just blow it out. Okay, now I have to be writing this book. I've been managing this book, managing it. See, analysis we have been doing this year. Right. You think that I just come here and just come and sit down and then just talk? No. Before I talk, I have seen the video. I've sat down as well, analyzed, draw, connect dots here, this person. Oh, okay, it makes sense. I don't just come and know. Have I said something here without showing it to you? If you disagree with my opinions, don't disagree with the facts, because the facts don't have emotions. I'm showing you the picture, you are seeing it. If you disagree with the picture I'm showing you with facts and dates, then you are not normal. Your brain is not working, halas. If you have a question with my opinion, of course, yes. But don't question the pictures you see and what I'm showing you that are facts. And don't tell me it is AI, because AI was not there that time. Because you say, so guys say it's AI. I don't want to repeat myself on this one. This is just one person that was there. My next video, I don't want to tell you where I'm going to go to again, but I got my eyes on everybody. So just to sum it up as well here, I have talked about Mr. CHINWO, KO Baba, Eezee Free, because he was there at that time. If you look down there as well, you see there Reverend Temple Odoku. Down there on the right, yeah, he's the pastor that was a mutual. Even now, so when someone is saying that there are pastors or fathers fighting Eezee or this, with the fact I'm showing you, tell yourself the truth. If you have the Spirit of God inside you, this man himself, Reverend Odoku, who is the mutual pastor here, can you tell yourself the truth as a pastor? Me, I don't know you before, I'm just knowing you now. That indeed as well, there was no contract signed in 2017. That the copy of the contract that Mr. CHINWO got from you was exactly what she signed in 2017? Pastor, Reverend. See, there are human beings in this institution. Oh, thank God for integrity. Maha Bieba, Kifu George, let me tell you, Kifu Moa, Maha Bieba. I will not come here on this platform and not tell you the truth of my own convictions. And if I have to apologize to you for anything that I've said that I found out to be wrong, I will do that. I've done that here many times. But you see what I'm saying right now? It's facts without any sentiment. The people themselves that call themselves clerics, that were there from the beginning, are keeping quiet or are taking sides, are not saying the truth. Look at Christianity that we have. Clap on for yourself. But I will tell you as well, my dear friends, don't let the examples that are being set by what is happening here, sincerely speaking, really make you question the faith. Christianity is just so wonderful that if you really understand what it means to have the life of Christ in you, if you really understand what it means for the Holy Spirit to really be at work in you, if you really understand what it means to have the life of Christ in you, you see that in all of these things happening, there's an agenda going on here, and it's coming from within. I've talked about greed being a problem here. I've talked about this is not being about Christ-centeredness. Mammon is here. There's a lot of deception, of course, going on. I'll be very honest with you on that. But if you have to be objective in how you look at these things, at least one thing we can say for a fact is that someone is lying big time. Something is going on behind the scenes. And it's my prayer that at least the person that is in the spotlight, Mr. CHINWO, is able to handle this with patience, with peace, with a stable mind, and just follow through with whatever she feels God is leading her to do to make sure everything comes to a standstill. If the people that were initiating peace are now the same people that have taken side, like I showed you in my last video, Mr. CHINWO, you mind those you trust in this whole conversation. If you're having a thing with the EFCC, if you're having a thing with, I would tell you in my own opinion, if it were to be me, I would walk away, I would bounce. I know myself too well, but I cannot tell you what to do. The Lord is your strength. See you in my next video. If you got up to this point, let's type in the comment. Let's confuse them. Jesus is Lord. Please type that in the comment. Jesus is Lord. Amen.